We noticed that we smelled the burning smell coming from near our wheel, and then it was smoking a little bit. We noticed it was really hot.
All of a sudden, Sal started banging on the truck, and he told me that the wheel fell off.
And I was kind of upset about that. They were on the back of my mind, and then this happens. It's just, you want to laugh about it, but it's unbelievable. It would happen to them, and then it would happen to us. It's like
in the same day.
On the same day.
It's so white. Look how white it is. I wonder what that is. We're near the Salton Sea. I found a butterfly. When we were driving, after we left the area where we were parked in Borrego Springs, we saw a whole bunch of butterflies flying. I felt bad for them. I was hoping that they would be okay. And then we went to a gas station after we left. We're probably 20, 30, 40 miles away from Borrego Springs now. And there was a butterfly there. And it's alive. I took it, and I'm going to try to put it in nature. And hopefully it'll be okay. But it's just laying there. Looks like it might be injured, so I don't know if it can repair itself, but I didn't want to just leave it at the gas station because I figured it wouldn't do very well there, so I'm just going to take it and put it in the desert, and hopefully it can rejuvenate or at least die peacefully. What are the traveling cats up to? So we're not going to Indio. We're heading to Ehrenberg to pick up our mail and return our P.O. Box key, get some milk, and then go to Plavosa, which is, we're going to be near Quartzsite. It just feels like a long trip for some reason. I'm not sure if it's because we have to go get our mail and I'm concerned about getting there in time. Is it because of the butterfly and I want to secure the butterfly so he doesn't get hurt, or I don't know. But we have 27 miles to Ehrenberg, so that's a good thing. I guess we're almost there then. Was a really long trip today. Usually it just kind of goes fast, or I don't know, it's more enjoyable usually.
Well, there were stops on the way too. That might be partly why before we got going. Stopped for the coolant, and then we went for the Super Bloom.
Oh, I don't know if we told you, but they didn't have the coolant. Sal said that they didn't have that coolant at the store. They had something for light duty trucks.
Yeah.
And so he didn't buy it. So we're driving without the coolant, but we're monitoring our coolant temperature, and it's been fine.
It's been fine so far. It seems to be running good. I don't smell any coolant or anything.
Yeah, so we're still going to get that fixed, but if we couldn't buy it, we couldn't buy it. So we're going to have to buy it as soon as we can. Worst comes to worst, we can get it in Lake Havasu. I think we'll be going there within a week, so.
You think you got enough boxes in there?
Yeah, look at all that.
So yeah, it looks like you got a lot of stuff there.
Here we are at the laundromat mall, and it's really called the River Lagoon Resort. And they have a laundromat here, they have showers, they have a store, and they have P.O. boxes. And I think the P.O. boxes, I think we paid $25 for the P.O. box, and then $5 setup fee, and then we had to put a $10 deposit for the key, which I got back. So it was $30 total for 3 months, and it was convenient to come here. It's in Ehrenberg, so if anybody ever wants a P.O. box that's out in this area, it's not bad. I think it's $10 for 1 month and $25 for 3. I think it's $50 for 6. There's a little super bloom over here.
I think this might be a decent spot. This might work here, although there is a road here.
We're in Plimosa or Quartzsite, Arizona, near Quartzsite today. And we got here last night on the late side. By the time we settled in and found a spot and everything, which actually we're going to move. But anyhow, we're here. And we're going to move our spot because it's just really quiet here and we don't want to disturb anybody, because we're going to run a generator, potentially 2. And it seems like a lot of people here have solar, so we're just going to move so that we're far enough that we don't disturb anybody with our generator. So we're going to go out and look for another spot. We're with the caravan. My butterfly, I rescued a butterfly at the gas station yesterday, and I showed it when we were driving in the car, and I tried to keep it safe. It made it through the night, and actually I gave the butterfly a name. I did some research. I found out that it is a painted lady butterfly, and I guess they go from Southern California up to Northern California. They migrate, I think, in about 2 weeks. There were so many of them flying around yesterday when we were leaving. And then I found that one in the gas station injured. So it's a painted lady butterfly, and I used to have a dog named Lady, and a nickname that I had for Lady was Carlotta. So I named the butterfly Carlotta. And the butterfly did make it through the night, and then this morning, I'm not sure if she's alive anymore. So it's sad. I actually cried a little bit because I felt bad, and so I still hope she'll make it, but I think she might not be with us anymore. We're going to go look for another spot to park, and then we're going to move the RV. We'll leave the cats in here. We don't like moving, especially yesterday. It was such a long day, but it's just important for us not to bother other people. So, okay, we will check in later. So here we are out here, and everybody's mostly in front of us, but we're going to look behind us. We might go look over here and see if there's some spots back there away from everybody. And then we might try some other sections out. So let's see what we find. We're looking at the camping areas out here. This is really nice, away from everybody.
I don't think we'd be bothering anybody out here. We're pretty far away from everybody here. I don't think our generator would bother anybody from here.
Potentially 2 generators.
Potentially 2 generators if we had to turn on the air conditioner. I think this might be a decent spot. This might work here, although there is a road here. But we wouldn't park right on the road. We'd probably park in here. Well, it's a little rocky here. I don't know how. This would be good over here. And the generator would be going out this way.
It's all nice and isolated here with lots of parking spots. We found this spot over here. Nice and isolated, quiet. I think we wouldn't bother anybody. The camp is over there. So the camp's over there that way. So we would be far away from everybody and hopefully not disturb anybody. So I think we're gonna move over here. So we're here in this lovely spot, away from everybody. Run the air conditioner if we need to. It's supposed to be in the 80s for a few days. Now you should be able to see him. Hello, Henry. There's Henry with the cloud background. Here's our view. Mountains all around us. When we were in Bozeman, we had mountains all around us.
Yeah, we did.
Now we got mountains all around us again. Not the same mountains, but there are mountains all around us. I like that.
This is how I like it, nice and open.
Yeah, not like at that casino where it's all crowded in and noisy, right?
Right, even that was just too crowded. I love the casinos, especially the buffets, but when it's crowded like that, that's just too much when you got too many people all crowded in like that.
Yeah.
So this is more like it. You have more room to breathe, to move around.
And sit and look at the mountains.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Some people have seen snakes. We have not seen any snakes, but we heard that somebody saw a snake here at some point. We got here late to the caravan, so I think there's only about 4 or 5 more days to go. But I didn't want to park anywhere near any kind of bushes. We have all this brush here. I purposely didn't want to be too close to it because I figure if snakes are going to be anywhere, they're going to be in that stuff. And I didn't want to be close enough that they could crawl into the RV. See, so we're pretty far from any of that. And not into the RV, to the RV. Because I guess one lady had one under her RV at, when we were in the Parker place by California. So I figure just stay away from this stuff and hopefully we won't have any problems. Sal likes to walk near the bushes, don't you, Sal?
No, I don't. Not when I'm aware of them. When I know they're there, when I pay attention and I know they're there, I don't want to walk too close to them either. You never know what's lurking in there.
I don't know if Carlotta is still with us, my little butterfly, but I went online and I researched, and butterflies eat nectar from flowers. So I brought her a little flower to see if she'll eat it. But I have a feeling she might not be with us anymore. But I brought it anyways. There's a saguaro cactus. I believe it's spelled S-A-G-U-A-R-O. I'll have to look up the spelling. We've all seen them in cartoons or something. I want to get a better one that looks like the way they're depicted generally, because they're usually depicted a certain way, but they can often look very different from that. Also, I think that when you see them in reality, they're a lot taller than you would have ever thought they are. And I'll show you just how tall this is. See how tall it is? It's about, well, I don't know, I'm going to guess it's 20 feet. It's way taller than I am. They are very tall, and I heard every arm is 10 years to its life, so there it is. I'd like to go close, but I don't really want to go in the brush right now, so maybe if Sal was here. When I show you this saguaro cactus, you might say, yeah, that's cool, but you might not recognize it. But I'm going to show you one, and then you're going to say, oh yeah, I've seen those. So here is the best depiction I can find of the cactus that everybody knows. The saguaro cactus. See that? That's the way everybody knows them to look. Saguaro, S-A-G-U-A-R-O. And look how tall it is. You can see how tall I am and see how high it is compared to me. So they're very tall. I'd say about 20 feet. Aren't they cool? I think they're cool. But before too much longer, I guess we're going to be leaving the area where they're at, but not right now. So let's go in the car and let's talk to Sal, because we're leaving here today. We're leaving Plamosa, the Quartzsite area. We were here for
4 days.
We were here for 4 days, and we are going to
Lake Havasu.
Lake Havasu City. Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and we really like Lake Havasu. The thing we don't like is we're going to Craggy Wash, because that's where all our friends are going to be. We were going to go somewhere else, but we decided to go to Craggy Wash. The thing is we don't get any kind of internet service in Craggy Wash. We can drive 1.5 miles out to the edge of the wash and we can get service, but it's just kind of not fun. Or we can go to Walmart, which is about 2 miles away. But other than that, we like Craggy Wash, and we like our friends, and we like Lake Havasu.
We do. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff at Lake Havasu.
So I guess that's it for now, and we will see you probably in Lake Havasu. We have to stop to RV pit stop to get propane.
And then we got to go to Walmart.
And we're going to go to Walmart, and then we're going to go to Craggy.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
You ready, boys? The boys are ready.
So we were on our way to Lake Havasu, and we stopped at McDonald's, and while we were at McDonald's, we noticed that we smelled a burning smell coming from near our wheel, and it was smoking a little bit. We noticed it was really hot. It's starting to cool down a little bit now. So I went in here in the back, I went inside the wheel to look at it. And it looks like something melted and went on there. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know if it's the heat. It's like 86. Wow, that's hot. Whatever that is, it's really hot. I don't know what was going on. There's the part that was melted. But anyway, it's really hot. I don't know what was going on. None of the other tires are like that. It's just this one. Wow, it's still hot. I touched this and it's hot. The other one's nowhere near as hot. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't know if it's the brakes on it or what. But it's pretty concerning. This thing fell out, but I found that it was not too far from after we left McDonald's. It was not too far from where we had stopped to get some water. I found it like on the street, so I'm gonna put that back on later, but I still don't know what happened with this wheel, why it got so hot. So all right, I guess we'll have to investigate it further and see what it is, what was going on with it. All right, that's all for now.
I think Sal might have told you earlier that our tire was really hot. Did you tell everybody?
I did.
Okay. Because it was so hot, we decided to come to the Blue Water Casino in Parker. We were in Parker when we noticed it. We didn't want to drive all the way to Lake Havasu in case we'd have a blowout or something.
Right.
So I just pulled in over here. Let's see if I can show you. I just pulled in over here, and Sal was directing me so that I would not hit these rocks here. All of a sudden, Sal started banging, 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 banging on the truck, and he told me that the wheel fell off. And so this is what we have. The wheel is off. And a couple of guys came over and helped us, and they said, we have a brake problem. And we were getting a message that the trailer brake wasn't connected, and that's another reason we decided to not travel, because we didn't want to risk anything. So we're going to try to straighten out the RV and try to get some help here. Okay. What did those guys say was going on? They said you have a couple things going on?
Yeah, they said something about the, I don't know. I don't remember. It was just, my mind was like just all over the place. They said the electrical system something might be going on with the electrical system too.
Mm.
That's all I remember.
Brakes in the electrical system?
Yeah.
All right, well, I better try to straighten out before it gets too dark.
Okay. I'll move out of the way. So I think it's okay to do that.
It's not touching the ground or anything. I mean, just keep an eye on what I'm doing.
All right, watch me.
Sal's hands are totally black. Look at that. You don't get much blacker than that. Wow. So here we are the next day. We have a mobile RV repairman here. We have to close the slide so he can look at it, at the tire or the wheel, where the wheel fell off. We've been on the phone for like the last 2 hours with insurance trying to find a mobile service. This mobile service doesn't use insurance, so we're trying to find something covered by insurance, and they connected us. They wanted us to get somebody from Kingman and get the RV towed, so we're having this gentleman look at it, and we're going to decide what to do from that point. But we had to lock the cats up and close the slide. So the cats are in the carrier. I'm going out. Here we are at the Blue Water Casino. Again. We've been here so many times this year. We've spent so much of our winter in Parker, and we're really ready to move on. But we have the repair guys here, and we're hoping that they'll be able to fix our, I guess we need brakes, an axle, and I'm not sure what else. And then we also need the RV leg fixed. It wasn't working properly, so hopefully he can do everything, and then we can get this all fixed. I guess in the meantime we have these pretty mountains to look at. Let me show you the mountains. We have those mountains to look at least. Although we can't really see them from where we are, but that's okay.
I wonder if these tires need to be greased too.
So what's going on with you? How are you handling all this?
So I was already kind of upset yesterday before we even got here, before the whole thing with our tires started, because
oh yeah,
our friends.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that.
I was already kind of upset because our friends had the same thing happen to their rig. Their tire came off of their Class C when they were on their way to Lake Havasu, and I was I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And I was kind of upset about that. They were on the back of my mind, and then this happens. It's just, you want to laugh about it, but it's unbelievable. It would happen to them, and then it would happen to us. It's like
in the same day.
In the same day.
And it's funny because, you know, Sal likes his Big Macs. And
yeah.
Remember in Quartzsite, I got him the 2 for $5 Big Macs, and so he knew that we had them in Parker, and he hasn't seen them other places in the country. They might have them, but so I said, Sal, why don't you just go ahead and get those Big Macs? We were on the way to Lake Havasu. I said, just get them. You know, you have to eat anyway. So we pulled him into McDonald's so he could get the Big Macs, and then I went into the RV to get myself something to eat. And I smelled this burning smell, and we saw smoke, and it was horrible.
Well, they were just saying that there could have been a risk of
the guys just told us
going on fire.
The guys just told us that it could have started on fire.
It was hot.
He said it burned the wires. I guess it hadn't been greased or something, so I don't know. But it's kind of scary, and hopefully we'll learn some lessons that we can pass on to people in this video.
Yeah. I'll say this. I already liked McDonald's before this. I think I like them even more now. Like I needed another reason to like McDonald's.
Yeah, because it's just amazing. I mean, we went to McDonald's, and then we smelled that, and then I said, you know what? Sal said, what do you think we should do? And I said, you know what? I think we should just stay here. We didn't want to stay here. We want to go north really badly, but I said, you know what? I think we should just stay here at least a night, let the tire cool off. So then we went to Food City, and we got some water.
Yeah.
And then we went to Walmart and got some groceries. And then we pulled in here. And I pulled around this corner here. I was just making a turn, and I asked Sal if he could get out, because these things were, see these things sitting here, and I was afraid of hitting them. So he told me go ahead, and I'm pulling in, and all of a sudden he comes and he's banging on the truck, and I was afraid. I thought I had hit something. But then I opened the window, and he said, the wheel fell off, the wheel fell off. And you were telling me last night, what was going on when you said you saw the wheel come off?
I thought it was unbelievable. I thought it was unreal. I thought it was like a nightmare or something. I didn't know it was. I thought it wasn't really happening, because this is just too much. Like for it to happen to our friends, and then for it to happen to us. Thank God we weren't on the road. That's all I have to say. That God was looking after us.
Yeah. And then, and then we tried to like get a hold of the insurance company today, and we're asking them for providers in the area and people that can help us. And somebody called us back and they wanted to get us towed to Kingman. Now Kingman is, I think it's about 100 miles away. I think it's about 100 miles away, and they wanted to get us towed to Kingman. And the guys that are here, they said if you got towed, you shouldn't get towed very far because we only have one axle. So I don't know. I don't know about the whole insurance route anymore. We'll see.
We'll see.
So, but we're going to see what we can do as far as insurance goes and as far as this repair. But hopefully we can get this all fixed and be out of here within a few days. And I don't even know if we're going to stop at Havasu or...
I have no reason. If we can get everything fixed here, if it's going to start getting hot, we have to think of those kind of things, because we have to think of our cats, you know, and it's important for us to get the cooler weather where it's cooler. We'll see Randy again, God willing. We'll see Randy, and we'll see, you know, everybody else that would have been there.
We had to lock the cats, and we brought the crate in, the carrier, the crate. We brought the crate in because we had to put the cats in there because we wanted them to have access to a litter box. The slide is closed, one of them, so they can do the work. And for people who, in case you don't know, if you have pets, always make sure, and you have slides, you always have to make sure the pets are secure before opening or closing any slides, because pets have been injured and killed in slides, with slides. So you always want to make sure that the slides, that you have your pet secure. So we had put Seymour in the bathroom, and we put the other two into crates, but this is taking longer than I thought. So we have them in carriers, we had them. So now I put them in the crate, but they were fighting a minute ago. Seymour was beating up on Allie a little bit, and first Henry was kind of bothering Allie, and then Seymour was beating up on him. So we told him to stop, right, Seymour? So that's what we're doing for right now. They were going to replace the axle, but now they're looking at possibly being able to save the axle, and I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do, but we'll see. But it's been, oh, I don't know, I think they've been here at least 2 hours now. I think they've been here at least 2 hours, if not longer. I'd say maybe 3 hours, close to 3. So, we'll see. Alright, you can probably hear the work.
I have a lot of experience doing the things you described, so it sounds like something that I would definitely be interested in doing.
So Sal just had a job interview, and
I got a job.
What kind of job?
I got a job doing maintenance at a campsite back in New York.
Wow.
Right? And not just that, there might be an opening part-time for Sharon there. Something having to do with crafts, which she likes to do. So this is awesome. It's like everything that's happened over the last few days with, I don't know, we got stuck last week, and that was horrible. And now the wheel came off, our fifth wheel, 2 nights ago. The wheel came off. And now this. And finally we have some good news, and I'm an emotional guy, and it's good to hear good news, because we haven't had good news over the last few days or so. This is the best news I've heard in a long time, so thank God. Praise God for that. Praise God.
It's a part-time job, but he might be able to pick up extra hours. So
I'm just happy that I finally got this job. I don't have to keep looking anymore. Stay tuned on our journey.
Yep. So we have to be back in less than a month, for Sal to start his job. Oh my gosh.
I know, that sounds weird, doesn't it? Me start a job.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't done that since we had our cleaning business. But I'm happy. I'm ready. I'm happy and ready to go.
We have some birds here, so hopefully you'll enjoy the sound of that. We had a challenge finding a spot to record, so we're just going to do it here. We're actually still at the Parker Casino trying to get this leg thing, the wheel fixed. But anyways, it's a good thing we were here, because had we gone to Craggy Wash, he would not have been available for that text, and who knows what would have happened. And he might have never even gotten the text, because I wasn't getting my text there. He accepted the job, and then they actually told me about a potential job that I might be able to get, which is very part-time. I think it's about 11 hours a week, which would be perfect. It's on the weekends, and the hours are later in the day, which I like. And so I want to spend most of my time dedicated to the channel and working on the channel, but it would be nice to get a nice little extra steady income, and then we could save some money so for when we can come out next year.
Right, so it should work out pretty good.
But the reason I wanted to make this video, this recording, is because I noticed after I found out that I started feeling all these different emotions, and so I just wanted to talk about, like, there's just so many different things going on with me, and I asked Sal, and they are with him. So
I have an immense feeling of relief, because I've been looking for a long time for something, and it's like every day it was always in the back of my mind, I've got to find something to I wanted to find something to bring us some income. And it was pretty stressful there for a while, but it all worked out in the end, and I'm just glad. It's just such a feeling, a sense of relief.
This job it's not in Buffalo, but it's not really too far from Buffalo. It's outside of Buffalo, and so Sal will be near his family, and that's the reason that he really wanted to be near his family. So at least he'll be able to visit them sometimes now. So that's a good thing. Some of the mixed emotions I'm feeling is concern over feeling tied down and things like that. And it's just like we're gonna have to leave now as soon as we can. As soon as we get our wheel fixed, we're gonna have to start heading back home so Sal can take this job. And so there's a lot of emotion with that about, like, leaving. It's like, I don't know. I guess in a lot of ways I'm starting to feel like Arizona is my home.
Yeah, me too. It is our home. It's our winter home, really. I started thinking about saying goodbye for now to some of the people we know, and it's kind of bothering me a little bit. I think the more I think about it, the more it started bothering me. I've always said I'm not good with goodbyes, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. And some of them don't even know yet that we're not going to be traveling with them over the next month or so, because we're going to be headed our way, which is going to have to happen fairly soon, so we don't have to rush all at once. But
yeah,
it's going to be hard. I'm sorry. I don't want this to be another one of those, oh, Sal cries on the video again. But you know what? I love some of these people we travel with. I got to grow really fond of them, and it's hard to say goodbye. They're my second family. It's no different when I leave my family up north. It was hard. It was always hard. It's no different with the people down here. They're my family too now. They'll always be my family. And so I have mixed emotions about that. But I have feelings of happiness that I actually have a job, but at the same time it's kind of sad too, because I won't be traveling with the people that I know much longer, at least right now. I mean, we're definitely going to get back together with them, God willing. So, but that's what's going on in my mind right now.
You know, and I don't know, I'm kind of scared of potentially getting this job, but I think the job will be fun, and it's just a few hours. I think it's like 3 hours on Friday and 8 hours on Saturday, so I think I would really like it. It's for directing activities, activity director, and I think that would be fun. So,
and I think you would really be good at it. I think it's right up your alley. That's something that you would really be good at.
Yeah.
And we have been through a lot over these last, I'd say, what, week and a half or so. We've been a lot. I mean, if you've seen our videos, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, who loses a wheel? Who loses a wheel off their trailer while they're driving it? And before that, I mean,
on the same day that they're friends.
On the same day that they're friends.
Actually,
that they're
I think
good
our
friends.
lost 2 wheels.
Our good friends lost two wheels. Two tires on the same day. And then it happened to us that night. And then before that, we got stuck in California in the sand. And it wasn't even something where we were reckless. We just got on the side of the road for a second because we saw some flowers that Sharon wanted to record, and then the people who came to try to rescue us, not rescue us, but to try to pull us out, he got stuck too. So I don't know. It's been like a roller coaster ride this last week and a half, really.
Wow, we have a lot.
Yeah, birds, we're gonna miss you. We don't have you guys where we're going in North.
Yeah, those are some red-winged blackbirds. We have them.
I mean, you know what? They're probably serenading us.
Those are red-winged blackbirds.
They're probably serenading us.
It looks like now we just have to start heading back towards Buffalo as soon as possible. I think it's going to take a few days to get our brakes fixed, and we're actually hoping that that'll happen soon because it's supposed to be 98 degrees next week, and that's pretty scary.
Yeah, not just for us, but for our cats too.
Yeah. So we're heading to Phoenix. We're driving from Parker to Phoenix and then back to Parker tonight. We're going to get our brake parts because or whatever, we need to fix our wheel. We called and we couldn't get anybody else to fix it. Nobody else does it, or they don't take insurance, or they don't do mobile service, and so we have to pay out of pocket. But it was going to cost a lot more to get the parts delivered from Phoenix, plus it would take 4 days, and it's supposed to be in the 90s in a few days here, like 98. And so we were starting to get nervous. So the guy that's going to fix it came up with the idea for us to go to Phoenix and get the parts ourselves, and it'll save us money. So it's like a 3-hour trip, over 2.5 hours. I don't know, close to 3 hours each way. And so that's what we're doing. And so wish us luck. And we're hoping the place closes at 5 o'clock, I guess, and the GPS is saying we'll get there at 4:21. So I sure hope we're going to make it on time and everything. So wish us luck.
And the reason Sharon is driving is because she seems to drive faster, and we need to get there fast before it closes. All right. We brought the cats with us too because it was just going to be too hot today.
We brought the cats with us because we didn't want to go that far without them.
Yeah, we didn't want to leave the cats by themselves if we were going to travel that far of a distance to Phoenix. So we felt more comfortable if they were all with us. Our GPS is showing that we're not going to get to Phoenix until 4:41. The shop closes, the place where we're going closes at 5 o'clock. So we'll see what happens.
Arizona 72.
We'll see if we make it or not.
We made it. Sal's going in the store. We made it with 20 minutes to spare. It was a very tense drive and it was not fun, and the traffic here is crazy. Let me show you. When we were about 20 miles away, we started getting all these red lights, and we only had about a half an hour to spare before this place closed, and I got discouraged, but then I tried to keep having hope, and we made it. Thank God we made it. I'm just so relieved that we made it here. Just hope they have everything we need, and then we can go back. And the place we came to is called Auto Safety House. So this is where we're getting our parts. One interesting thing I want to note is I remember when we stayed in Phoenix last year with the tribe, and the internet was not that great, and it's just, I mean, I can't even bring up the weather. I have T-Mobile and I only have like one bar. It's weird. I mean, I'm right in the middle of Phoenix and it's just spinning. And then it ends up saying network not available. So it's kind of odd. I mean, right in the middle of a city with all this, you know, it's busy here. T-Mobile should work. Yeah, I know. It wasn't a great trip, was it? But we made it. I'm just sitting here listening to the traffic, and I'm thinking, my goodness, how do people live in cities and deal with this noise? I'm not a big noise person. I guess maybe some people are. I know some people like to leave the TV on in the background, so I guess some people like noise. Some people don't mind the sounds of screaming and yelling and, you know. But I'm more of a quiet person, and the noise here is just, it's pretty bad. Maybe I'm more sensitive to it even now, because I'm used to being in more quiet places. Just wonder, is it just me? Or does everybody not like all this noise in the city? I'd be curious what people think. Let me know. If you don't mind city noise, if you don't like it, if you like peace and quiet. We got the parts, I guess. They're right there. This is what we need. They didn't have something called the O-ring. Hopefully we're going to be okay as far as that goes. Sal's trying to call the guy that's going to fix it so we can find out. The store's closed. I don't know if anything else would be open here, but there's a train backing up over there. It came through and now it's backing up. Right?
Right, it's going the opposite direction. I guess he changed his mind. He wants to go back the other way.
We're heading back home. It's about a 3-hour home to our RV. It's about a 3-hour trip. The boys are doing okay. They're just sleeping, which they'd probably be doing back home in the RV anyways. We're headed back. I'm hoping to maybe find something to eat on the way back. I didn't get to eat, and I have milk that I could drink, but I'm kind of afraid to drink it on a 3-hour trip. So hopefully we can find something for me to eat somewhere. Here we go. We got burnt wires. See how that burnt? We so we went all the way to Phoenix yesterday. We were just 2 shots of record yesterday. We were exhausted. When we got back, I could barely get out of the truck, and I was talking to Sal about that last night, and he said he could barely get out too, but I could barely even walk after we got back. And that's just our work people working on the truck, but I mean on the RV. But then I had to come back and make a video, and we got to bed around 2 a.m. and we usually go to bed like around midnight. And so then at 2 a.m. I just started to cry. We turned out the lights and I started to cry, and then Sal tried to comfort me, and I was just, I don't know.
It was just a crazy day. It's been a crazy week and a half. Like I had said, I think it's been a crazy week and a half. So, and we had to rush there before they closed. We just got there right before they closed, so
yeah, that was really stressful, because
yeah.
I thought that we were going to go, and I thought Sal was going to drive, and I thought I could relax and stuff, and then I ended up having to rush, and I had to try to, we were getting behind on the GPS. It was showing like we had 40 minutes, and then it went down to 20 minutes before we even got near Phoenix, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, and what happens when we get towards Phoenix traffic? And so I was just trying to rush. I mean, I didn't speed, but I was just trying to make sure I was always at the speed limit or a mile or two over, just to try to gain some time. Anyhow, so I ended up crying last night, and just getting to bed that late and wondering how I would feel today. And I was tired lately anyways, so just to know that it's going to be even worse, it just... Anyways, so I guess that's about it for now, and we'll keep you updated on the progress. We're getting it fixed today, and so that's a good thing, because it's going to be in the 90s here, and we really need to start heading north. It's just going to be too hot. So.
I totally agree. We need to move on. It's just getting... These kind of temperatures are a little too hot for us. I like hot temperatures, warm temperatures in the wintertime, but not when it gets close to 100 degrees. That's a little bit too extreme for us and our cats.
Yeah, one day is going to be 98, so
yeah,
that's very scary. I don't even know if the air conditioner could cool off the RV with that kind of temperature. So, and plus then if it's too hot in the RV, then it makes it hard to sleep. So we're glad that we're going to be able to leave. I was still a little upset this morning, and Sal said, well, let's just count our blessings and focus on focus on, you know, the fact that we're all okay, and, you know, focus on our health and the cat's health so that we can get out of here. So.
Right, that's the important thing.
Okay, well, we'll keep you updated.
Well, there's the finished product. They got the wheel back on. We're good to go. We're back in business. We can leave whenever we want. Start our journey back up north. I'm just glad that they put the wheel back on. They were able to put it up and repair the damage.
They said what happened was there wasn't enough grease on the bearings, but there's really no way to check that with this kind of setup that we have, so I really don't know how we would get that checked. I'm thinking the best way to do it is take the tires off and have somebody check them from time to time. Maybe when we go get our tires, new tires, or just go somewhere and get them checked from time to time. But they fixed it, and thank God for that. So, all right, I'm glad that's all over.
We're going to the
Buffet.
Look at Sal. He hasn't shaved in how many days?
I don't know, I lost track.
Maybe he's growing a beard or something for us. Are you growing a beard or something for us?
I wasn't thinking about it, but maybe I should. Who knows? Although it'd be hard to get it off.
Yeah. Recently in one of our end footages, we showed him with a beard.
Oh yeah, that was back in the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, shortly after we started dating, he had a beard for a while. I actually liked it, and then when he shaved it, I was kind of sad that he was going to shave it, and then I never missed it. I never wanted him to grow one back, and neither did he.
Right, but I've always been happy without a beard. I think it just makes my face feel cleaner for some reason. I don't know why.
But he's got the beard because we had a rough few days with going to Phoenix and then getting the RV fixed, and so now we're just resting a little. And Sal's been busy. He did laundry, and today he did some errands, and we went and we had to get another phone.
For internet purposes, yeah.
Yes.
So we would have better connections
Because
as a backup.
It's got Verizon on it, and so we can pay it monthly, and thank you to Living Coast to Coast for that information. We ended up I think you helped convince us to get it. Yeah. So it's just like a month-to-month thing. We have it for 1 month to get us back to Buffalo, and then if we need it once we get to Buffalo, we'll reactivate it, and we can just reactivate it when we need it.
Right. So that should work.
Yeah, so
now we just have to figure out where we're going to go after today.
Yeah, we're going back to Buffalo, but we have to figure out the route.
Right.
So, all right, well, we're going to go have our buffet.
Buffet.
So we had the
Buffet.
and it was,
Not too bad.
yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was okay. And they had some lemon pie, which they haven't had the last few times, but it was frozen, kind of, so I don't know. But anyways, so it was nice to have it again. I'm not sure if we're going to go to it tomorrow. Probably not. We're going to leave tomorrow, so nice to have it again.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go tomorrow to brunch here, so I'll be glad to be leaving. It's been a crazy few days, Sharon. Guys, I am so tired. I need to go get some rest. I'm really tired after everything that's happened the last few days.
All right, well, we're going to head back to the RV, get some rest, probably turn on the air conditioner because it's been hot, then get up tomorrow, pack up, and get on the road.
Yeah.
Well, first we have to figure out our route because we're not sure which way we're going back to Buffalo yet.
Yeah, there's that little item too.
We had a little problem with our leg. It's been acting up lately, and we actually wanted to get it fixed. And we actually had an appointment Monday in Lake Havasu to have it fixed. Got flies around me. To have it fixed, but it's going to be in the 90s in Lake Havasu on Monday. And he said it would take a week to get the part. And so that would put us in there another week, and we have to go with the job and everything. So, but we had to unhitch, which we weren't going to do until we got back to Buffalo or to a place where we could have the foot fixed, the leg. And we had to unhitch so we could go to Phoenix. So the leg did go back up, but it was going really slow and it wouldn't go all the way. We were actually pushing it, trying to get it to go up. So I'll show you. This is the left leg, the driver's side leg, and it should have gone up another, 2 or 3 inches, I'd say. I'll show you the other side. See, you can see this side has gone up higher. That's the leg that we got replaced last year in Santa Fe. We would love to go to Santa Fe and have them put it on again, Randy and Vanessa at R&V RV Repair. But we have to get back to Buffalo. Although if we go through there, maybe we could ask them. We'll see. Sal's just putting some gas in the generator so we can have air conditioning. See, we have two generators. There's one, and there's the other one, and they're hooked together with cords, and then we can run our AC. So I like that. You like it too, huh, Smiley?
Yeah, I like it too.
Okay. We're leaving the Blue Water Casino, and you know the drill.
Yeah, I know the drill. I know the drill.
You know the drill. It's sad because this is the time we're leaving for the season, you know, and we probably won't be back until next late fall. We're heading north, and so we're leaving Arizona. Going to be leaving Arizona, and it's so hot here today, by the way. It's hot, really hot. Parker weather.
It's 87 degrees and mostly sunny in Parker.
It's 87 degrees and mostly sunny, getting up to 92. 92 today. Oh, 98 tomorrow again, and then 95 Tuesday. So it's really calling for some hot weather. So we are glad to be going. We're going to Kingman. It's supposed to be about 10 degrees cooler. Still not as cool as we would like, but much better than this.
Definitely much better than this. This is just too much. It's been a stressful week, and I'm glad to be headed out of here because of the heat, but I kind of have mixed feelings about it also because I know we're probably leaving for the season, and it has been stressful over the last week and a half or so, going back to last week, but I just got to get back on track. That's all. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little afraid of getting back on a saddle and doing this after that wheel came off. You have all sorts of things go through your head when something like that happens, but you gotta move on, and hopefully, God willing, everything will be okay, and what happened will never happen again.
I hope so. It was scary. I was a little scared today too at the thought of driving again, and you know, you have this fear if it, you know, is it going to happen again, but hopefully it won't happen again, and luckily we were safe. That's the most important thing. But Sal is sporting what I like to call the grubby look.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't shaved in, I don't know.
3 days.
How many?
3 days.
3 days now. Sal has not shaved in 3 days, but I think he kind of does this sometimes when he's going through a little bit of a rough patch.
Yeah.
He's done it before. You should have seen him, I don't know, was it the year before we left Buffalo? I think not that long before we left Buffalo, he was shaving about once every 2 or 3 days. But then we ended up getting him an electric razor, and he's been doing better, but I don't know.
I think I was just so stressed out that, and I just haven't thought about shaving over the last few days.
So we're going, I think about, I don't know, 80 or 90 miles. And so it won't be a long trip. And so I guess that's about it. I guess it's almost time to say bye to Arizona. We might be in Arizona for a little while. We still don't know which way we're going. We just know we're going to Kingman today. And then we're either going to go down 40 to Flagstaff and through New Mexico, or we're going to go up into Utah. We're not sure yet. We're going to decide, I guess, tonight or tomorrow. So,
Right. Yeah, we'll pray on it and think about it, and we'll go from there.
okay, let's check in with the boys. Everybody looks cozy. You cozy? There wasn't much protest either after that long trip back and forth to Phoenix. And hopefully Sal will be calm once he gets going.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but God willing, God's with us. He's always with us, so.
All right, here we go. And there is a buffet today, but we did not go.
We didn't go.
We didn't want to. So hopefully we'll get some buffets along the way. All right, let's go.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Oh.
I'm ready. You have to do it backwards. 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 Push it backwards.
You really think that's funny, don't you?
He shut his mouth in a hurry, didn't he?
What, did I forget to brush my teeth this morning?
Probably.
Oh, okay. You're the real comedian.
The Man Who Cries. Maybe we should start a channel, The Man Who Cries. So we had the
buffet.
So we had the
Buffet.
I'm not sure if we're gonna go tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're gonna go to it tomorrow. So
Say it again, Sharon.
I'm not sure if we're gonna go to it tomorrow.
I don't think I want to go tomorrow to brunch here, so I'll be glad to be leaving.
Maybe we can get really fancy and clip our nose hairs tomorrow before we leave.
It's been a crazy few days, Sharon. Guys, I am so tired.
That's what Sal's gonna do. He's going to check the tires. This is the third time. We're in, I don't know where we are. We're north of Lake Havasu, and he's going to go check them.
Yeah, I think I need to check them every once in a while and make sure everything's okay.
This is what Sal does.
Yeah.
Okay.